Hello beautiful Aries, and welcome to your love reading for August 2020. And this is for all love, for singles, couples, friendships, all loving relationships. And it is for Aries, Sun, Moon and Rising. You can also watch it for cross-watching if you want to. I'm Julie Poole. Welcome to my channel, and for those of you subscribed, welcome back. Thank you so much for being here, and thank you for all of your beautiful donations and likes and shares. It means so much, and it really does support the channel and these free videos that I put out to you. So if you would feel that you would like to make a donation, the link is below and in the comments. And if you'd like to work with me, also the link is below in the description box and in the comments. I am taking bookings. And so anything else I want to tell you? No, that's it. We're using 4 different decks today. We've got the Angels of Atlantis, the Tower of Dreams, this is the Power of Love, and this is the Answer is Simple. All the links to the cards that I use is also below. All right, my darlings, let's see what we have then for Aries. This is the advice for the month in relation to love for my lovely Aries. Tell me about love for Aries, please, for August. Okay, they're taking their time. Okay, oh, we have 2. We've got tolerance and priorities. We'll look at each of these cards in more detail. Let's see what we've got coming in from the Answer is Simple. This is the advice for the month. Tell me about my lovely Aries. There we go. All right, we are spreading the light. And from the angelic realms, who is with my Aries in relation to love, please? Okay, we've got Archangel Raziel with intuition. Okay, so you're very much using your intuition this month. Let's make a bit of room for the tarot to come in, and let's see what we've got going on. What do you have for my lovely Aries, please, for love for August? All loving relationships, for my singles, my couples, for everything relating to love. We've got the Star. Okay, they're asking me to put that there. That's the overall energy. The Star is about healing and balancing and opening. They're telling me opening your heart. Opening your heart to a greater love. All right. So let's have a look at these together then. So we have tolerance, priorities, spread the light, and the Star card. We've got the Page of Cups rooted down by the 5 of Swords, the 7 of Swords rooted down by the King of Cups, and the King of Coins rooted down by the Knight of Coins. Now, we've got people in all of these. We've got 2 kings, a knight, and a page, and the 5 and 7 of Swords. A lot of activity around strength and power and moving things forward. The Knight of Coins is slow moving energy into stability and security and something that's lasting and not fleeting. Okay, so let's start over here with the tolerance card. You appreciate other points of view because you sense the love in everyone. Right, there's a time for tolerance, and there's a time to put boundaries down and say, no, not acceptable. But in August, Aries, this is the advice coming in now from the higher realms, from your teams, your spiritual teams, your higher self, your own angels. And they're saying to you in August, be very tolerant and really look at other people's points of view. It doesn't have to be your point of view, and you don't have to agree with it, but everybody is entitled to their opinion. Everybody is entitled to their opinion, and they want me to stress that, to emphasize that. Doesn't have to be yours. This is where that lovely saying of let's agree to disagree comes in, where we respect other people's points of view, even if we don't agree with it. All right? That's the advice coming in. Now, they're asking you to look at priorities. You understand the paramount importance of manifesting love in all situations, right? Now, when we're putting those together, when they're looking at priorities here, the importance of looking at love in all situations, because what we tend to do is we get triggered and we react and we look at things not from the place of love, but from the place of fear and reactivity and anger and all of those more negative, lower vibrational stuff. So for love in August, they are asking you to be tolerant of other people's points of views, to listen with an open heart, and to prioritize this importance of manifesting love. All right, so if somebody is in a very bad space themselves, if you react to that level, then you're going to create an escalation of it. But if you come at it from a place of love, then it diffuses it and it calms it down. And that's why they asked me to put the star card underneath it, because the star card is about healing and this calmness that wants to come in, this balancing up these different energies. See the beautiful rainbow here, and as we pour them in together, it creates this light. This is love, compassion, understanding, tolerance. You are, by doing that, spreading your light into that other person. And what this is telling me for you, Aries, is that there may well be some conflict around you in August in terms of relationships, whether that is your significant other if you're coupled up, or friendships, or if you are indeed just recently dating somebody, there can be some, argy-bargy going on with, I don't know where you're coming from with that point of view. I don't agree with it at all. But if we can step into that tolerance and say, okay, well, that's their point of view and they're allowed to have it. Let's allow people and not try to control and manipulate people to our points of view. Then what we're doing is we're coming at it from a place of love and light. We're putting our light into the situation and it balances it, harmonizes it, and heals it. Okay, now they're asking you, excuse me, to use your intuition in everything that you're doing here. Sorry, it's quite early in the morning. My throat isn't quite awake yet. We've got Raziel here, and all of these chakras lined up with this beautiful lights all around it as we come into our whole self, our human self and our spiritual self, and we dive into our intuition and our inner guidance, and then we can come from a place of love into the situations that are around us. Then we enable them to heal. All right. And the Page of Cups is an opportunity, an offer here coming towards you of love, of openness, of intimacy, whether it's friendships or romance. There is a new opportunity coming your way, Aries, in August with that page, wanting to bring in a cup of love, but it's rooted down by the Five of Swords. And this tells me there's some conflict within you or around you, and this conflict can absolutely be to do with being intolerant to the other person's points of views. Now, allow that. Don't try to push it away. Instead, allow the conflict to come forward. The Five of Swords is that arguing within your own mind. Oh, I don't know whether I agree with that. I don't know if I should put up with that. Is it worth it? Is there any point? Just allow all of that conflict to come up. And again, put some light and love into it and say, it's okay. It's okay. Let's give it reassurance. Let's give it love. Let's give it understanding. And then we can move forward. All right, so don't try and push it away. Instead, allow the conflict to come up and question yourself. What's really bothering me about this situation? What's really triggering me? And let's step into that tolerance for myself as well as for others, and allowing that conflict to be dissolved through a place of love. Now we've got the Seven of Swords rooted down by the King of Cups. The Seven of Swords can talk about deception, and that deception coming to light. it can absolutely talk about that, and that deception could be coming from the King of Cups. So somebody around you who's being less than honest. Now, don't necessarily jump to conclusions. Don't necessarily say, oh, that's it, you know, I'm not having this. And again, back to that intolerance. Let's have a look at why. Let's come at it from a place of love and say, why didn't you tell me about that? This could be your significant other that's withheld information, that hasn't shared stuff with you. And nearly all of the time when this happens, it's coming from a place where the intention was good. Oh, I didn't want to worry you. I didn't want to upset you. I didn't want to stress you. So I thought it was best I'll handle it and not tell you. So don't necessarily jump to conclusions that they're lying, cheating scum. Let's allow a little bit of tolerance here. If there is secrets that come to light, you know, it happens. And it's usually because they're trying to protect you. It can also be fear of being rejected or being pushed away, and they're trying to protect themselves. There's always a reason. So let's be a little bit loving and let's look at their point of view of why they didn't tell you, if this is a secret that comes to light, and let's work it through instead of huge reaction. Let's work it through from a place of light and healing and sort it out. Okay, now this card, the Seven of Swords, also means discretion. It's not always about deception. It can be discretion, and you're being discreet and you're not necessarily telling the world your business. All right, so if you've recently started dating somebody or there's somebody you're interested in, don't necessarily go telling everybody. Don't splash it all over Facebook and Instagram. Be a little bit discreet. Now, they're just giving me an example here. I was talking to a friend of mine the other day, and he was saying that he ended a relationship years and years ago because he'd made it absolutely clear he wasn't interested in marriage, and he turned up one evening and she had wedding brochures all over the apartment. And that was it. He was out the door and it was ended. Okay. That's the sort of, you know, be discreet. You might have hopes that this relationship is going to turn into something much more stable, but that might completely freak your partner out. Keep your thoughts to yourself. Use some discretion. Use your intuition. All right. Know what you know, but you don't necessarily have to share it. You are after stability and this emotional balance. Absolutely. But there's a time and place. So feel into it, into your intuition, what you want to share and what you want to keep to yourself. All right, my darlings. Now we've got the King of Coins rooted down by the Knight of Coins. This is beautiful, stable energy. The King of Coins is somebody who is financially secure, very clear on where he's going and what he wants. Now, this can be male or female, but it's the energy of, I know what I want, I know where I'm going, I'm very clear. And it's coming, all right? It's not necessarily there right now. This can be you or your partner, if you have one, working towards this stability that the Knight of Coins wants to bring in. The Knight of Coins is the slowest moving energy in the tarot. But he's slow because he really takes his time to think about what he wants and make sure all his ducks are in a row. He's looked at all the consequences so that when he takes action, it is determined and focused and clear, and what he brings in will last. It's not fleeting. The Knight of Cups can come sweeping in and be gone in 10 minutes. When he comes in to stay. So there is a permanency here that you're working towards with a balance of security and emotions. Somebody who's emotionally available and has they're emotionally secure as well. All right. So that's what you're wanting. That's the advice coming through for you. Allow that conflict to come up within yourself, heal it with love, and step forward into this stronger, more secure future that is absolutely waiting for you, Aries. All right, my darlings, that's what I have for you for the month of August in relation to love and relationships. I hope that helps. If it does, please do like, share, and comment below if this resonates for you. Let me know. I always read your comments. I love reading your comments, and I try to reply to every single one. All right, thank you so much for being with me, and I look forward to seeing you for the general readings for September and the weeklies as well. Don't forget to join me there. You take care, Aries. Lots of love. Bye-bye.